We were muted the whole time, folks, but that's okay. You know what I say. It's Monday. It's time to lock in. It's time for that sweet, sweet cash. And if you're ready, let me get some TGIMs going in chat, please. I want to see a wall of TGIMs. Are we back live now? Do we have audio? Sorry for the friggin' Reggie! That one's on Reggie, guys. Reggie! Friggin' guy. Can't do, I mean, I gotta do everything on my own around here. What the hell? Embarrass me in front of everybody like that? But folks, Nate F in here tonight. Caroline, TGIM. We got Jerem. We got Mike Consoli. We got Paulie Black. Telling me I can't hear you, brother. Jerem throwing the TGIM. Blue Crab throwing the TGIM. That's what we like to see. Yeah, folks, that one was on Reggie, guys. He's my production guy. He left the mic muted. Friggin'. It's coming out of his paycheck. Let me dip this camera down a little bit. Bam! What's it good? There goes the neighborhood. Yeah, folks, how was everybody's Monday? What'd y'all get into? Anything good? I was working a little bit today. I usually take the day off. I say, hey, boss, I ain't coming in today. I got to prepare for stream and trivia night. But today I had to get some friggin' fall cleanups done, unfortunately. Wait, what were you all doing? Anything good? I hope. Because you know what it is. It's the best day of the week. Monday. And folks, if you see, we're up to 100. Another TGIM in chat. 170 subscribers, folks. Rebel Hen giving us that TGIM. Can you hardly believe it? 170 subscribers? You guys are crazy. Also, so I streamed this weekend. I just did a little bit of gaming. And I thought I had figured out Twitch, but I did not. But I guess technically I did, because I got a notification from Twitch that said I was live for the 2 hours I was live on YouTube. But I can't find any record of it on Twitch. I just got a notification. And allegedly there were people who showed up to that, but I wasn't talking to them, so I'm not sure what they were doing. What up? Adam, back in chat. What's up, brother? For anybody who doesn't know, Adam's friggin' it's late over there. Of course I remember, brother. All good, what's up? We're just here doing some trivia. You know it. You know how we do. What do you think? Y'all want a pin? Do y'all want a pin? You do? Well, all right. Andy Johnson calling out Mike Consoli and Gary, the Scary Pete's. They're going down tonight. We'll hop on in then. Throw it in chat. Gary getting in there early. Getting in quick, trying to assert dominance. Pinned. Come on, you get in there, folks. Come on. Beans, Paulie Black, Some Pig Fig, Mike C, Sarah, Red Fleece, Wendy, Papa P, 80s Pop Girl, Tippy Toe, CJ, Gabe, Itches, Keener, Germ, Adam, Chill, Robin, Sean. Pile on in, folks. Dangus, in chat, TGIM. More Than Full, Nate, Treen Bean, Andy J, Wiener. Folks, More Than Full was looking, they might be looking good tonight. They were sounding confident in chat. Blue Crab, Dangus. 25 in here tonight, folks. And we are looking good. Stream health looking excellent. Mad Dog coming to play. Buzz. Pete's back in it. 27. So I'm interested to see what you guys think of tonight's. I'm always on the fence of whether it's a good quiz or a bad quiz. You know, I gotta walk that line. I can't make it too easy for you. I don't want to make it too hard. But if I had to guess before, Jody, looking for the back-to-back. I was gonna say this week, I would guess you guys are gonna think it's somewhat easy. G Money getting in there. I think this might be a little bit of an easier one. So we might see some high scores. Might see some quick answers. Mad Dog back in it. 27. 27 might be the number. We'll give it another 30 seconds to a minute. Let any stragglers making their way in. Y'all liked my muted intro. Sarah getting into it. 28. Little Red Bull. There's a new winter flavor out. It's like ginger something. Chill. Andy J. All right, looks like it was 28 or 29. When we hit that again, we can fire it up. We don't want no child left behind, as they say. In the words of George W., there's 27. Kels will share but won't play. Unreal. She must be out straight. That's okay. She usually shows up every week. Pete loves trying to make drama in chat. CJ. Oh, we're up to 30 now, folks. All right, another 30 seconds for the stragglers. I feel like I had something else to tell y'all. What the hell was I going to tell y'all? I'll think of it. But right, 30 looks like the number. Whoever popped out, once you get back in, we can fire it up. Andy J getting back in. Joni, did you take the SAT yet? We have not taken the SAT yet, Sean. I still need to... All right, don't... So I didn't forget. I'm not trying to scam you, guys. You stand up and I have to take the SAT. This week I will look up and I will find out how to schedule the SAT. 100%. Or next week, something bad happens to me. 31. Okay, I think that's it, folks. Are y'all ready? Floody, brother. PT says in chat. All right, 31, I think, is the number. Shall we pause the music? Give us a little Kahoot Valium. Little do. All right, everybody. Trivia night. November 24, 2025. Begins right now. With the very first question being, who was first cast to voice Shrek? Was it Chris Farley, Samuel L. Jackson, John Goodman, or Ben Stiller? They were cast before Mike Myers, and they even recorded about 90 to 95% of the lines. Was it Chris Farley, Sam Jackson, John Goodman, or Ben Stiller? All right, you guys got it. It was Chris Farley, who unfortunately passed away. How do we do on that leaderboard? Ooh, okay, Mike C, Nick Flood, Dangus, Keener, Adam. Okay. So get an eye on this. This is what the initial animation for Shrek was supposed to look like. Is that horrifying or what? We freaking dodged a bullet. We get the best possible Shrek. This could have been the reality that we lived in. Scary stuff. Mine timed out before we could answer. What the hell, Jerem? Are you live? Make sure you're live on the YouTube. You might be a little bit behind, perhaps. We can't be having people getting timed out. Just check, make sure you're live, all caught up, and then before the question was even up, what the hell? Hold on, let me make sure we're looking good on my end. Maybe just try to refresh it or something. Give you a second. But yeah, I'll do the next question. Let me know if anything changes. We live, bro. All right, let's see how this next question goes. Everyone else though, make sure you are live for this next question, which is, where do the Simpsons live? Quahog, Langley Falls, Springfield, or Cleveland? The Simpsons. Where do they live? Okay, you guys got it? All right. See, I told you they might be a little bit easier. Germ, how was that one? Did that one frig with you? How are we doing the leaderboard? Oh, Tippy Toe rises up. Mike C gets it again, though. Gave Itches Dangus, Adam. Paulie Black gets a couple spots on that. The little fun fact about The Simpsons is Homer's email address is chunkylover53@aol.com. And I guess you can actually email it. And if you do it, you get some automated response. But yeah, Jerm, let me know if it's still friggin' with you. But everyone else, make sure you're live, and let's keep it moving. This cartoon character's real name is Norville Rogers. Is it Fred Flintstone, Plankton, Shaggy, or Bugs Bunny? Norville Rogers. Jerm says he's good. Which of these cartoon characters' real name is Norville Rogers? Fred, Plankton, Shaggy, or Bugs Bunny? You guys got it. Is Shaggy. How's that do to the leaderboard? Oh, Paulie Black comes rising up. Adam locked in. More than full. Came to play. Red Fleeces gets 12 spots on that. But Mike C fending off the rest of the pack at the moment. And this was the original voice of Shaggy. Probably not what you expected him to look like. But Casey Kasem was the original voice of Shaggy. Up until I think he stopped doing it because he didn't want to do a Burger King commercial, is what I read. Because he is a vegan, and he didn't want Shaggy being used to sell meat. So he said, no more. I'm out. But all right, let's keep it moving. With the next question, Croupier. Sword, casino, architectural design, pocketbook. Croupier. Sword, casino, architectural design, or pocketbook. And the answer is casino. A croupier is a... You said it was going to be easy. I'm sorry. Was that a tough one? This one was a little bit tough, I guess. It's either you knew it or you didn't. Oh, Paulie Black rises up. Adam, C plus I. Red Fleece got on the leaderboard. Mike C still holding on. I lagged for a second, but I was like, what's the question? But yes, a croupier is like the roulette, the person who spins the ball on the roulette table, or collects the bets at the craps table. It's different from a dealer, but that's what a croupier is. And if you don't know, now you do. And the average salary of a croupier is around $55,000. Not a bad gig, but the highest earners, they can earn over $100,000 a year. I don't know. Would you guys be a croupier? I'm trying to think. I don't know if I'd enjoy that. You'd have to be around people all day, freaking people who are hammered, losing money. I don't know if that's the best. You wouldn't be, but then you get the big winners, you know, and that could kind of counteract all the negative losers for the day. But all right, let's keep moving. Next question. The shortest day of the year: equinox, perineum, lunar eclipse, solstice. The shortest day of the year: equinox, perineum, lunar eclipse, or solstice. Which is it, folks? Get those answers in. Ooh, this one was pretty much a true 50-50, and it is solstice. How do we do on the leaderboard? Okay, nothing changes. All right, leaderboard's locked in. This happens on the solstice. There's two solstices. There's the shortest day of the year and the longest day of the year. And they're both a solstice, either the winter or the summer. And in the winter, it's December 21st or 22nd. I believe it's the 21st this year. And in June, it's the 20th or the 21st. And yeah, that's the shortest and the longest days of the year. And the equinox is, I think the equinox is when it's exactly when there's the same amount of day and night. So like spring equinox, right? I believe. But everyone make sure you're live, and let's get another question. Who is this? Is this Steve Carell, Vince Vaughn, Will Ferrell, or Harrison Ford? I think I spelled Steve Carell wrong, as well as Harrison Ford. You guys are getting this one quick. I might have made it too easy. Okay. Yeah, it is right. It is Mr. Will Ferrell. How'd that do on the leaderboard? Oh, snap. C plus I grabs a spot. I missed who fell off there. Red Fleece, some pig fig. Tight race. 700 points between first and fifth. But of course, it was Mr. Will Ferrell. He actually graduated from USC with a degree in sports information. He's a big sports guy. He's actually very tall as well. He's like 6'3". But make sure you're live. Let's keep it moving. Who is this? Back to back. Is this Selena Gomez, Jenna Ortega, Olivia Rodrigo, or Rosie O'Donnell? Do you all like these questions? Or are they too easy, too hard? Selena Gomez, Jenna Ortega, Olivia Rodriguez. Okay, I might be making them too easy. Next week, be prepared. They might be a little harder. How'd that do on the leaderboard? Oh, some pig fig narrowly grabs a couple points off of Red Fleece there and takes a spot. Okay. Still about 800 points between first and fifth. I have a feeling down here is pretty close as well. Little fun fact. Allegedly, she was discovered at the age of 9 after her mom posted a video of her reciting a monologue on Facebook. I do think I gave a tad too much. I don't know if the eyes, because I cropped it in way too much at first, and I was like, I don't know if anybody's gonna get that. And then I think I was too generous with the crop on the second one. I'll have to find a good balance for next week. But all right, folks, make sure you're live. Eyes gave it away. I know I don't know. I'll do better next week. We'll get a better one. But also, I like easy ones too, where you guys have to answer quick, show off your reflexes. But all right, next question. Hans Zimmer did not compose for which of these films? Oppenheimer, Kung Fu Panda, Inception, or Man of Steel? The legendary composer Hans Zimmer did not compose for which of these films? Oppenheimer, Kung Fu Panda, Inception, or Man of Steel? Oh, snap, folks. It was Oppenheimer. Oh, no. This could be big for the leaderboard. Or somebody making a comeback. That is crazy, though. He did Kung Fu Panda. One of the best. It's a phenomenal soundtrack with an amazing one. The Oogway's Ascent. Oh, Mike C. was locked and more than full. Oh, snap. Okay. What does that do to the points? Stay about the same, actually. The spread. They're about 1,000 now, but wow, that could have been a lot worse for people. But more than full making his comeback. Also, a fun fact about Mr. Hans, he's actually quite the guitarist. This is him just rocking out. You think of him as those like powerful, epic, sort of classical sounding scores, but he's also a great guitarist. But make sure you're live, and let's keep it moving. What meat is used in the dish Mugu Gai Pan? Chicken, beef, pork, or tuna? Mugu Gai Pan. What kind of meat are you getting in that? Chicken, beef, pork, or tuna? Oh, it is chicken in the Mugu Gai Pan. Let's take a peek. Oh man, what a freaking switch up. Okay. Mike C is locked in, Paulie Black as well, but then 80s Pop Girl and Adam come shooting back up onto the leaderboard. Okay, Mike C. You guys better track down Mike C. Don't let him run away with it. It translates, Mugu Gai Pan, to mushroom chicken slices. Looks pretty tasty, right? I could go for some Mugu Gai Pan right now. Some good looking friggin'. And also, I think it's an Americanized version of, as most American Chinese foods are. They're not as authentic as they could be. But let's get another one, why don't we? Which of these units is a measurement for power? Watt, joule, Newton, or cc? A measurement of power. A unit of measurement. A watt, a joule, a Newton, or a cc? Ooh, that's no, a joule. I honestly, I can see the. Man, I feel like maybe I shouldn't put that one. That was a little too close. But it is a watt is power. Joules are energy. Newtons are force. Right, and then a cc is just a cubic centimeter, a volume. What would that do to the leaderboard? Oh man, what if? Okay, some pigfig comes shooting back up there. Just Red Fleece right on his heels. Paulie Black, 80s pop girl still in it. Tippy toe, 5 spots. Okay. The gap closes. The gap closes. The unit is named after Scottish engineer James Watt, known for his improvements to the steam engine. This Scottish fella, James Watt. But, folks, let's keep it moving. With the question of, in the game show Wheel of Fortune, what can you buy? Money, people, vowels, or time? Wheel of Fortune. What can you buy? Money, people, vowels, or time? Okay, it is. You cannot buy people, but you can buy vowels. That is right. But how does that do to the leaderboard? Okay. Does the gap still just over 1,000 points from first to fifth at the moment? Nick Flood gets 3 spots on that one. Little fun fact about Wheel of Fortune: the lovely assistant Vanna White has worn over 8,000 unique dresses on the show. I think actually, because there's over 8,000 episodes, I think she's only worn a dress twice by accident, one time. And every other time it's been a unique dress that they put her in. Or outfit, I guess. But yeah, I remember there's one case of where she had a repeat. I might as well be licking the windows on the bus. You don't say that, Dangus. Hey, don't talk about my friend like that. You hear me? Hey, we're only halfway. You still got time. Right there with you, Forrest says. Well, hey, lock in for this next one, all right? You hear me? The members of Dude Perfect met while attending which college? Temple, Texas A&M, Florida State University, or University of California, Los Angeles? The members of Dude Perfect, the trick-shotting YouTube channel. Where did they meet? Temple, Texas A&M, Florida State University, or University of California, Los Angeles? And the answer was Texas A&M. I'm across the aisle with my helmet on, Pete says. But most of y'all got it. But what does that do to the leaderboard? Okay. Not too much changes there. All right. And not really a fun fact, but this is just their very first video filmed in their Aggies football shirt. This is Tyler, everyone's favorite, of course. And who would have thunk just doing trick shots in their backyard would lead them to be multi-millionaires and live incredible lives. But let's keep it moving. Why don't we? With the next question, which is, this founding father was famous for the size in which he signed the Declaration of Independence. Was it Alexander Hamilton, Abraham Lincoln, John Hancock, or John Adams? This founding father was famous for the size in which he signed on the Declaration of Independence. Okay. It was Mr. Hancock. And the legend goes, he said, he signed it so the old freaking King George there would be able to read it without his glasses. Oh! A bit of a blunder by Mike C. That closes the gap quite a bit. Mike might be sweating a little bit. I know you're going to lock in, Mike. All right. More than full. 3 in a row, though. I bet he's right here. Just waiting. And there, of course, is the famous John Hancock, which... misclick! Oh, no. Say it ain't so, brother. But, of course, your John Hancock the name has become synonymous with the word signature. It's another way to say signature. And look at that beautiful, beautiful friggin' signature. So you could see a lot of these other people could leaves a lot to be desired, I guess. But old Johnny, he could friggin' write. Mike is killing it while running Red Mango Restaurant simultaneously. Playing trivia at work, that's sick. All right, lock in. Next question. This iconic image is from what battle? Gettysburg, Crossing of the Delaware, Pearl Harbor, or Iwo Jima? Which famous battle in history is this image portraying? Gettysburg, Crossing of the Delaware, Pearl Harbor, or Iwo Jima? Folks, it is Iwo Jima. Zay in chat. Okay, everybody gets that one. All right. So Mike's got a 217-point lead at the moment. But freaking second and third place, 4-point difference at the moment. Man, you guys are. It's a tight race for number one tonight. Not going to be an easy one to pull out. But yes, that was Iwo Jima in World War II, WW2. The battle lasted 36 days with 26,000 American casualties, 6,800 dead, and nearly 18,500 Japanese fatalities. It was a hard fought battle, and that's why it was, and very pivotal one at that. And it was commemorated with this famous statue and that very famous photograph. It's actually a video, I believe, and that's just a still from the video. Mike is saucing the sushi. All right, let's keep it moving, though. In Roman mythology, who is the king of the gods? Hercules, Zeus, Jupiter, or Mars? The king of the gods in Roman mythology. Hercules, Zeus, Jupiter, or Mars? And the answer is Jupiter. Folks, I tried to make it clear. Zeus is the Greek god. And the Romans just kind of bit the Greek shit and said, we're going to call him Jupiter and make him our god. Oh, no. How's that do to the leaderboard? Oh, freaking Red Fleece rises up. Takes only a 470 point lead on Mike C. And everybody else is right there as well. Beans, 3 in a row. And here's some statues of Jupiter. Honestly, basically the same thing as Zeus. Literally the same thing. Just the Roman version. As most, but there's a parallel for basically every Greek god in Roman mythology as well. But also, speaking of Greek mythology, what was that show called? Chaos, I think, on the Netflix. If you haven't seen it, it's really good. It's got Jeff Goldblum in it. Zay trying to give out answers in chat, but they could be misinformation. But yeah, check out Chaos on the Netflix if you haven't. It's really good. But let's keep it moving. With this next question, what is the main ingredient of falafel? Lamb, chickpeas, barley, or potatoes? Falafel. I've never had it. But what's the main ingredient? Lamb, chickpeas, barley, or potatoes? Do y'all know are you culinarily cultured? Adam says first time this question related to me and not Americans. It is chickpeas, garbanzo beans. Oh, C+I grabs a spot on the leaderboard. Tippy Toe grabs a couple spots down low. Here's a little photograph of a falafel sandwich and some pita. Yeah, I've never actually had it. I know people love it though. It's wildly popular across the world, obviously in the Middle East specifically. Everyday breakfast, Adam says. He hits it on the regular. Yeah, Adam, what time is it for you, Adam? It's like freaking 2 or 3 in the morning over there. Guy's crazy, but he's locked in. All right. Let's keep it on moving, though. Which of these body parts is full grown at birth? Eye, tongue, kneecap, or skull? 3 o'clock for Adam over there. Full grown at birth. Eye, tongue, kneecap, or skull? Which is it? You guys got it. It is the eye. Well, obviously it develops more. And it's nearly, they say. Well, I don't know. It's a fun fact that people throw around, but there's obviously little technicalities with it. But obviously none of these other ones are nearly full grown. Oh, wow. What a freaking switch up right there. Still very tight race, though. Adam gets up on the leaderboard. Paulie Black. Freaking 6-point difference from 3rd to 4th. Oh, man. This must be stressful for you guys. I'm just the freaking arbiter here, freaking reading the questions. You guys are out here grinding. Little fun fact. 76 Zay says in chat. Babies, what they don't have is a true kneecap when they're born, or when we all are born. You don't have kneecaps. They're just cartilage and later become bone. And also, I think you start out with like 300 bones and then a bunch fuse together, and we end up with 206 approximately. All right, folks, we're getting down to the end here. So now's the time to make that push. Lock in. And this next question is, which sport is famously played at Pebble Beach? Tennis, golf, rugby, or volleyball? Pebble Beach. What is it famous for? Which of these sports? Tennis, golf, rugby, or volleyball? And the answer is golf. All right, you guys got it. How quick did you do it? Remember, every single point counts. Oh, Mike C. Some pig. Mad Dog, 3 in a row. All right, Red Fleece is locked in. Little fun fact about Pebble Beach is it's hosted a few of the U.S. Opens for golf. And notoriously, famously, Tiger Woods won by 15 strokes in the 2000 event, which is an incredible margin of victory, especially in such a high competition like that. And it's a notoriously hard course as well. Very, very well known for that around the world. If Mike doesn't win, I'm still going to play next week. All right, folks. Only a couple more. And the next question is, Al Capone became a prominent mob boss in which city? Boston, New York City, Chicago, or Philadelphia? Al Capone. Where did he run it? He was the big dog. In which of these cities? The Outfit, I believe they called it. It was Chicago. Adam says, I def won't win. Hey, whenever you're here, you're a perennial contender, so. What's the leaderboard? Okay. All right, leaderboard had it pretty well locked on that one. And here's obviously the famous scars on Capone's face. But he actually hated the name Scarface. The people gave him that nickname because of those scars, and he actually hated it. And he would, I guess the legend goes, he would cover it with makeup oftentimes, so it wouldn't show up in photography, or he'd do it on his other side so they couldn't see it. It was from a knife fight when he was a bouncer, they say. But, folks, not putting a question mark at the end is crazy. Well, you know it's a question. But let's get another one. Which of these classic Christmas songs was originally made for Thanksgiving? All I Want for Christmas Is You, Jingle Bells, Let It Snow, or The Most Wonderful Time of the Year? One of these classic Christmas songs was originally a Thanksgiving song. All I Want for Christmas Is You, Jingle Bells, Let It Snow, or The Most Wonderful Time of the Year? Oh, man, folks. Will this be instrumental in the winner tonight? Only 2 people got this one. That one was a bit tough. Oh, I hate ending on a bad note like that. But, folks, do we have a new winner this week? Do we have a repeat winner? Do y'all want to find out? Because I sure do. And let's take a peek at that 3rd place spot with, here's a little fun picture of Thanksgiving. But in 3rd place tonight with a score of, I can't see it, is Polly Black. And in 2nd place with 12,268 is C plus I. And in 1st place with 12,790 points is Red Fleece, which I believe, and Mike C. and some pig fig in 4th and 5th. I believe Red Fleece is a first-time winner. Red Fleece, are you in chat? Fleece. I can't remember. Do we know Red Fleece? Calling Red Fleece. Red Fleece. Do we have a Red Fleece in chat? Man, you guys were what did you think? Was that a bad quiz or what? How do we do? Lay it on me. Don't be shy. You know, you guys can tell me. Tangus says, Red Fleece, more like Red Dweeb friggin' nerd. I'm assuming by that tone, Dangus knows Red Fleece. More falafel questions next time. I'll win. Some easy ones and some really threw me. I know some were. I think I did too easy, too hard. Jackson. Good mix, hell of a game. Germ says. Red Fleece, are you in chat? Red Fleece is my dad. Holy Black. I did so bad, but it was fun. Holy Black is Pops hyped up. He doesn't have a YouTube account to comment. Well, tell me better make one so he can freaking subscribe. Congrats, Red Fleece. And if there's anybody here who hasn't subscribed, I mean, think about it. It's free. But Paulie, does he want that sweet, sweet cash is the question. I'm sure he does. To the wheel, don't take the cash. Red Fleece is pumped. Kato says, Kato 94. Sampa gets the winnings. We have not had Sampa return. He does want that sweet, sweet cash. All right, I know you're. I know how to contact you. I'll hook you up with the sweet, sweet cash. But folks, something I wanted to do. Maybe we won't do it tonight. Forrest says sad. He's ecstatic. Feeling that the absolute glow of victory. Blue Crab says good quiz. But folks, something I wanted to do. Maybe we'll do this next week at the end. We're gonna record a video together for ourselves in 1 year's time. So we'll look back on it next year and see what we think. Blue Crab says I kept lagging. I was thinking about doing that tonight, but we'll probably do that next week. Garrett Hart Sampa. Start posting the standings. Germ calling me out. I know. Well, so here's the deal. I went on freaking Squarespace this week. I tried to buy a domain that I wanted to use. I won't leak the domain. But I try to buy it, and so there's like 4 or 5 different credit cards I have on my computer that are just like logged in. I do one credit card, declined. I do another credit card, declined. I do another credit card, declined. Every single one of them declines. I'm like, what the hell? And I'm like, I'm not calling my credit card company right now. And then I lost the motivation. I was like, why is Squarespace? Why are my credit card companies flagging Squarespace and not letting me buy my freaking domain? And I mean, I could buy it on another website, but I was going to use Squarespace to do it. I'm here. This is Red Fleece. Hell yeah. So that'll be the plan this week. I got 2 things I got to do for y'all. And if I don't, something real bad's going to happen to me next week, all right? And you guys listen, you guys have to hold me accountable. So this is what I got to do this week. I got to find out, at least, at the bare minimum, I got to find out how to sign up for the SAT. Because I owe you that from about 3 or 4 months ago from a wheel spin. And, you know, I could do it. I could just do like an online little practice one. We could do it live on stream or something, but that would probably be boring for you all to watch. And it's much less of a punishment for me. Where if I have to go in Sit down. Blue Crab says, Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. So that's what I gotta find out the. Well, also I have like the spreadsheet of the winners. I can confirm Cato 1994 is Red Fleece. I do have the. We could update. Let's update that real quick at least. Champs. So, who did we have? I think we've had just had a string of new winners. Man, I haven't been keeping up. But we've had a string of just new winners every week here for a little bit. I actually have to look back. So Tiff is still the all-time leading champ. Julia and Sean. I think Sean has picked up another win, has moved into solo second place. I'm trying to see if anybody else. Have we... C+I don't think has had another win yet. But yeah, I think it's all new winners we've had. But yeah, so those are my two things this week. I'm going to buy the domain for the website, which will host the winners and their accomplishments, as well as the full rankings once I get that all set up for everybody. Because then that's what I'm going to do, where you get your... Eventually, we're going to have like a season, you know, like a 10-week season, and then your overall point score will lead to your ranking. So you want to make sure you get as many points as you can each week. Even if you're doing poorly, just try to get as many as you can. But with that being said, folks, I think we'll end it there. A little short stream. I would stick around for a little more, but I have a couple of work things to do, unfortunately. And maybe I will buy the domain tonight so I can get that set up for y'all. But yeah, as usual, everyone, thank you for coming by. I really appreciate it. For everyone who subscribes, even just hangs out, even if you don't chat, even if you don't play, just if you hang around, stop in for a second or an hour. I appreciate it. And if anybody wants to, I'll be streaming again on Saturday. Saturday's looking like we're going to be the gaming. It's going to be gaming. Saturday gaming. Forrest throwing up the shreds. Sarah throwing up the shreds. Adam says, see you, man. But yeah, I hope everyone has a phenomenal week. Stop by Saturday if you want. Even just to say hi. Even if you don't like gaming, just stop by, say what's up. And otherwise, I'll see you next Monday. And maybe we'll get a new champ again. We've been on a streak of new champs. Y'all are freaking getting too good for one another. The back-to-backs, the dynasties are being taken down. But, again, folks, I appreciate y'all. Big time. And, like I said, Saturday I'll see you. And if not, Monday I'll see you. Until then, be good.